All right. Mic check, mic check. Are we live?
1 2 1 2.
Woo! Happy December, everybody. Highway 54, the podcast. We've got a couple more weeks to the end of the year. Man, 2024 has gone by in a flat. We always say that, right? In November, December. Man, where has the time gone? Good and bad. But we've got great three topics to talk about. Gen Z's freak matching. If you've never heard of it, I never heard of it. Wicked's face paint drama, and the check-in chicken. Check-in chicken is pretty much something about getting better seats, but I ain't doing this. Stand by, everybody. We got some good topics to talk about, and maybe we'll get it on with D3 and Coach Anthony's segment. We haven't done theirs in a while. Stand by.
Down at those who left me, promise I'm not being petty. I'm the one they envy, Brody moving state to state, make $1 million out the semi, plus I grinded from the start. I was stacking pennies, I might dip like Machiavelli. After the confetti, who ready? We ready? Who ready? We ready? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who? Who ready? We ready? Who ready? We ready? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who? Who ready? Who? We ready?
The ongoing series about the life of the people touched by the love of the Pacific. Here are their stories. This is Highway 54.
Yo, Highway 54 in the house. DJ Kid Mango, D3, and Coach Anthony from About That Wallet. What's going on?
Yep. Nothing much, man.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Well, yeah, happy post Thanksgiving. Hopefully, I think the last day for food to even be digested, I think they were saying like Monday, and if not, freeze that bad boy until you're ready to eat it.
I know, man.
Yeah, as long as you still got it, no.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of stuff can you make out of turkey? Turkey soup, turkey sandwich,
turkey salad. That's about it.
Turkey you got turkey tacos. I mean, you got enchiladas,
turkey pot pie.
Yeah, you got some. You can make not falafels.
Yeah. Look it up. Well, how many turkeys? I won't say die, but how many turkeys do we serve in America in one season? Good question.
A lot. Not to mention the one that got pardoned every year.
Yeah.
Wow.
How many turkeys are eaten?
Looked like 46 million.
Wow. Who has 47 million?
That's for the year. That's for the year.
Off of the year. Just Thanksgiving.
Yeah, no, actually it's 46 million according to the USDA.
Oh, wow, 46 million. Oh, do
And
we?
this year all we had was flounder. We didn't have turkey.
Yeah.
We had flounder. It was no turkey, no ham.
Can we like have half a turkey?
Costco.
Do we lose D3? Do we lose them?
Uh,
Yeah. Well, yeah, we spent
well,
yeah, we just went to my sister's house and had turkey and ham and we had some Filipino food. We had, macaroni and cheese and
yeah, like rice and everything.
yeah, always rice. I've been cutting my rice out, so I
It's
know I've
never
been
been rice. I never had rice during Thanksgiving.
never had rice during Thanksgiving.
Mm.
I had rice dressing during
Oh,
Thanksgiving. They made a rice dressing.
mashed potatoes, pies. I don't know, man.
Yeah, got those.
Huh.
I
Or
make carrot souffle. That's what I usually make every year.
yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
47. 47 million. That's a lot of turkeys, man.
46 million.
Oh, 46 million.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had
Wow.
turkey and brisket this year, so
nice.
Mm, yeah.
different.
Do you guys usually cook at home or you guys share responsibilities?
I usually
Different
cater.
house? All cater.
Yeah.
We just do it ourselves. I had to figure something out because it was always, bruh. Wow. But yeah,
That
it was
that
raining on Thanksgiving, so putting the brisket on the grill. Had to do that the day before.
mm,
Yeah, so did that for about almost between 5 and 6 hours. So yeah,
wow. Yeah. And do you guys prefer roast oven baked or the fried?
nah, we just
Fried what? Turkey?
turkey.
Fried turkey, yeah.
Never had fried.
Ooh. What? Fried turkey is good.
Y'all are funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fried turkey.
Ooh.
That's a different animal right there. Literally,
I know.
totally different.
All right, let's jump into our topics here. We've got Gen Z, freak matching, wicked face, and check-in chicken, which I'll probably will never do, but stand by. All right, before I go into the story, what do you think freak matching is? This is coined by Gen Z, as Gen Z is now getting older of age now. The oldest Gen Z is above 21 now. What year is 20? What year is Gen Z? Gen Z
Good
years.
question.
They are 1997 to 2012. So 1997. What year is that? How many years is that?
17.
97. Yeah, it's about 27.
Yeah.
Oh no. 17. Yeah, you're right.
17. 17. Well, hear this. Hold on to your quirk, guys.
No.
Folks.
2007.
Right. It is
2007 and now is 17. So yeah, they 27.
27.
It is.
So Gen Z is changing the dating game with a trend called freak matching, inspired by was it Tinashe?
Tinashe.
Sure.
Tinashe. You know that girl? I'm a nasty girl. You're a nasty whatever it is. The trend is all about finding someone who matches your weirdness, flaws, and your quirkiness. The backstory, Tinashe, you said, catchy line is somebody gonna match my freak. Someone gonna match my freak. I'm a
You
nasty
ain't gonna
girl.
match your nasty.
So
Yeah,
that
so
song
it's about
started,
compatibility. Yeah.
yeah, the song sparked the movement. The song might sound spicy, but Gen Z's take is surprisingly wholesome. Think butter, peanut butter, fighting is jelly. What it means is freak matching is about connecting with someone over shared quirks and interests, and romantically and platonically. It's all about compatibility with a twist of individuality. The cultural relevance is music history loves a freak anthem from Jimi Hendrix, Wave Me Freak Flag High, to Rick James Super Freak. This trend follows a tradition of celebrating self expression. But the numbers, the site Plenty of Fish dubbed it a global hot topic in 2025, with 39% of singles claiming to have experienced this kind of connection. Freak matching.
That kind of, to me, it sounds like the was it Vanity Six, Nasty Girl. Yeah, it's like the same thing, really.
Yeah.
Music is just recycled.
Just finding your weird soulmate, freak matching. But like I said here, it's not. This generation is having less sex. That's hard to believe, but even though we know a lot of OFW, not OFWs, a lot of my only fans kind of era. Just because they show skin doesn't mean they're not having sex.
Right. Right. It's all
Okay.
about the anticipation or somebody creating that fantasy for somebody.
Yeah.
But also, you gotta look at the behaviors too. If a lot of people are in the house, yeah, they might be traveling, but
Mm-hmm.
majority of the time they in the house, and if they do travel, they're traveling with family. And then sometimes it's the movement of solo travelers that are out there. So, but again, I mean, just the act is one thing, but procreating is another thing. So it really depends, I guess, who they surveying. Because
Yeah.
from what I hear, I mean, they out there doing it,
Getting it in.
right?
Somebody getting in. Yeah.
Because if you
But
think about it, as the world turns, there's always somebody up in the morning.
Yeah.
So there's a wave every rotation.
Well, it's kind of like in Japan too, where the past at least 20 years they're having less and less babies. But it's not just Japan; it's globally because people are getting their fill or their social connections a lot online, and so the these new batch of kids or generations are like awkwardly, they're not interested in sex. They kind of are of like watching it and looking at it and TikToking it, but they're not really into the sex because they don't have that connection or they don't need that connection. So less and less people are having sex, or that's like a non-factor for them. So freak matching is just matching my quirks, my love for Dragon Ball Z, or my love for gaming, whatever it is. So
Interesting. Or putting tongues on batteries. Got you.
pretty much. I mean, or maybe because everybody just jack off and
Kind of show is this?
less commitment. You don't have to pay for your fingers or your hands.
Emotional damage. But you'll go blind.
So
What was that movie about? Something about Mary? You got to jack off before a date.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, because he said it was hair gel.
Yeah. He's looking around. He's like, where the fuck did that go?
Yeah. She's like, oh, hair gel.
Oh my god. So yeah, freak matching, Gen Z. I can't even catch up with a lot of these fucking slangs that these kids are put out, like sus, and I say bro a lot. I don't know if that's a thing, but I think it's the same thing as saying brother. Hey bro. Hey bro.
Slang is always changing anyway. So
Yeah. Or freak matching. Well, I mean that's good. I mean I don't know that. I think songs are. You know how it is when you hear a song. We grew up with songs. We're like, what song are we listening to? Like, and there are hidden meanings.
right.
And the artist is like, that's not what I meant. What?
That's what they say, but there's a whole bunch of stuff out there. Like there's so many songs out there you can't even name, but they have a lot of different hidden meanings to them.
Yeah. Trust me, we had some dirty ass songs in the 90s and 80s, right?
Yeah. The 70s, the parents had us singing we know. Nasty.
Yeah. Between the sheets. Yeah. Anyways, freak nasty, whatever you want to call it now. Freak what? Freak matching. All right, let's go on to Wicked. Have you guys watched Wicked yet?
Nope.
No, not yet. I'm going to.
Yeah. Wicked off of Broadway. It's been 20 year ish. The original singer, is it the original Gilda? Is the girl that sings in Frozen, and she is the wife of that one black actor.
Yeah,
What's her name?
Ariana Grande.
Yeah, Ariana Grande singing, and
Well, Ariana Grande is the movie version, but the actual first Gilda, right? Gilda, on Broadway was
Linda,
oh
yeah.
yeah, Gilda. So here's the thing: I haven't watched it yet. It's about almost 3 hours long. People are walking away crying. I don't know if it's that good, and people are singing to the movie, and where some theaters are like having to announce to people like, "Hey guys, before we start, there is no singing."
Mm.
um, so things got messy. The AMC theaters, for example, a franchise we all know, Wicked fans were denied entry wearing green face paint
Why?
to mimic what's his name?
the Wicked Witch of the West.
The Wicked Witch of the West. The iconic green skin witch. A TikTok video of one fan frantically scrubbing her face in the bathroom on the AMC Burbank in LA has racked up about 20 millions in just days. The rule is AMC bans face paint, masks, helmets for safety reasons, a policy dating back to 2012 during the Dark Knight Rises tragedy. Remember that?
No.
So a guy dressed in Batman went to an AMC theaters and shut up the theaters.
Oh
That
wow.
was like a long, long time ago. I
Well,
think because I used to work at the movie theater. I think around that time frame.
yeah, 2012. So the incident, fans like Jamie Frost's friend and TikTok Celine Serrano were stopped at the door and told to remove their face paint. Serrano blasted the policy as the dumbest rule ever. And there's some fan confusion. While AMC enforces the policy, users claim they've worn face paint to other movies without issue, sparking questions about inconsistent enforcement. So some theaters are doing that or keeping that rule from 2012, and some are not. Despite the drama, Wicked has soared to the box office, ranking 46 million on opening day.
Wow.
Nice.
It's just
Yeah,
bad how they have people that, I mean, especially for Marvel movies, people get really dressed up for Marvel movies.
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, we started Wicked, but we didn't complete it or anything like that too. We kind of started it late at night, so it was
Sort of what?
yeah,
The on-demand movie or the
yeah,
book?
no, the movie itself. I was on fumes, so I wouldn't have been able to enjoy it. So
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Wicked. I can see the policy for some companies, but as a manager or supervisor, I'd be like, you know what, this is an old ass policy. Um, that I think whoever is following that is just some young kid, or just by the book manager saying these old ass rules. Because people dress up all the time, right? Star Wars,
Yeah.
a Little Shop of Horrors. They have where they all dress up and they're wearing makeup. I mean, come on.
yeah, you can't automatically assume that everybody that's putting on paint or a mask or whatever is just going to shoot the place up. I mean, that don't make any sense.
Yeah, and if you think they are, body check them. I don't know. You can tell they have a gun or not, right?
Nah, depending on how small it is.
Mm, mm.
Huh.
And plus, it's not like you're getting like real security guards at the movie theater,
Yeah, you get rent a cops.
right? They
Yeah.
call security, they call the local police, but for the most
Yeah,
part, they parking lot police.
But then
yeah.
sometimes if they there too, sometimes they unarmed. So what they gonna do?
Flash the flashlight.
Well, I don't know. Wicked. I'm gonna watch it. I'm thinking about watching it this week. I heard good things
3
about it.
hours though.
3 hours. Yeah.
Wasn't it like a place in the Philippines where they actually give like a private booth where you can actually sing and the people in the regular audience they can
Yeah. So with the this blockbuster hit, they're thinking about opening dates where you can sing. So it's for those people who can, will sing along with the Broadway movies. Um, that's a good idea. I mean, that's just. I think this movie will be played in movie theaters for years and years and years. It's going to be a whole like Little Shop of Horror, kind of theme thing where people like sing every single song, Gravity, whatever.
Huh.
Yep. So I think Broadway kids are winning this year as a lot of Broadways are going into the movies, and they're becoming big hits.
Hmm.
That's good.
Yeah. Anyways, yep. Old rule on the green. It's just 2 or 3 theaters probably doing that, and that's just an old rule. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, that's to me that still just sounds paranoid. So I'm like, come on, man. Thanks,
All
yeah,
right.
Richie.
Let's go into our last topic, and then we'll jump in. D3 and Anthony, you got your segment. I don't know. We haven't done your segment in a while, so
I
let's
don't know.
go
It's
into
right.
that. Stand by. I've never seen this happen. I've heard about this. It's called check-in chicken. Have you heard that term?
No.
No.
So there's a viral airport gamble of free seat upgrades. Listen to this. Social media's latest travel trend, check-in chicken, has flyers taking risks to snag better airplane seats for free, and the internet is buzzing. The hack, here's the hack. Passengers will wait until check-in is nearly closed, betting on leftover seats like extra legroom or exit rows becoming available. How it works: TikTok influencers claiming holding off on selecting a seat, forcing airlines to assign them premium spots for free. One user says it's sit tight and watch the good seats open up. But there are risks, right? Experts say it's a gamble. Travel pro Adam Duckworth says it's a time suck and risky. If you wait too long, you could lose your seat entirely. And of course, the stress is it adds. This trend will 100% add stress to your day. Ask yourself, is it time worthy?
Well, it depends on the person because a lot of people who do that, they just nomads, which means like they can work remotely and more than likely they have the time to kind of hop around.
Mhm.
So they means like, hey, well, this flight's about to go to the UK. I can wait. I've heard from other travelers who travel outside the country. They will actually do the whole day layover into another spot because they have the time. They was like, I'll just chill out here for this whole other country,
Yeah.
check it out for a day or two, and then they hop on the next flight to go back home. Like,
Well,
you know,
I've done that before. Well, they sell out the seats, and then they get, all right, guys, we need like 5 volunteers to get bumped off and catch the next flight.
but that's if you like most of the time, like red eyes will have premium seating available, or
Uh-huh.
like the times of the day. So it's like you can easily get bumped up because I think one flight I was even leaving around 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
Not too many people flying that early, so I was able to, get some extra like arm room and stuff like
yeah,
that, leg
yeah,
room.
yeah,
So
yeah,
if those people want to kind of do those type of deals where they can actually get in there, but also
yeah,
you gotta look at select seating because Southwest doesn't allow select seating. Shout out to
yeah.
Southwest for giving me some wings. I don't got them with me, but yeah. And Delta got those travel cards too, those trading cards. If you guys didn't know that.
Delta.
hmm
Oh,
So all you do is ask them like, "Hey, do you guys have any trading cards?" And if you fly with Delta, you can just ask them; they'll give you a trading card. All the airlines will give you wings, like little wing pins,
yeah.
and they can give those to you. Um,
Space A. Yep.
yeah.
With a bag lunch.
We'll call it box nasties.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I used to make those box nasties. They were good.
I used to deal them out when I was doing my clinical and everything like that too. They're like,
Yeah, yeah.
them things is horrible.
Yeah, I forget the what do you call it? Sorry, off topic here, but the flight meals were made by FSS and the what do you guys, the med group, your nutritionists, you call
Yeah.
those dietitians. Yeah, they would come out sometimes and help us out depending on the flight for medical. But
Hmm.
yeah, I can see people who travel a lot or travel like daily, and all they got is time. I mean, that could happen.
I
But
don't
again, the risk is it's time sucking.
yeah, I don't like waiting to the last minute to do anything, especially if you're dealing with a
Mhm.
flight and all this other stuff. No, man. You gotta be
Yeah, yeah.
real.
Now, Leslie, you have that the global entry, and you know what I'm saying? Because if you wait till the last minute, like dude, the line to security is long as fuck.
Right. Right. Uh-uh. I'm not
So
gambling because a lot of those flights are actually double booked sometimes. So
yeah, 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 yeah.
point of waiting.
No, I'm raise your hand. I do like 2 or 3 hours before my flight. almost guaranteed. I'm there
Um,
at the most probably 4 hours because I travel.
1 hour.
Oh well, that's
TSA pre-check, baby.
Oh
Exactly.
A
yeah,
lot
yeah.
up in there. I was
Yeah, we
like, man, as soon as I got there, I was like, man, the flight leaves at this time. But remember, this is one of the things that I complained to one of the airlines is that they will tell you, they don't tell you on your ticket when boarding starts. Like no, I'm sorry, on the physical ticket, they'll tell you where the boarding starts, but they
Yeah.
don't tell you when the boarding ends. A lot of time they say like, hey, it starts this time, but we leaving at this time. Even if you get to the gate right before they supposedly take off,
Yeah.
they'll shut down that door. I think usually like 5 minutes or 10 minutes before the actual departure time.
Uh,
They don't tell you that, but for those of you who are listening to this, hopefully you will make all of your flights.
yeah. I'm always early, but yeah, I haven't tried global entry or what's the other one? Clear, clear what? Clear, clear.
Yeah, it's clear. It's clear.
How early are you?
4 hours.
It's clear.
5 minutes. Yeah. Um,
It's like, 5 minutes is all you need. Hey.
I know. Hey, man, I don't got time.
Get
I'd
in,
rather
get out.
get in, get out.
Get in, get out.
Emotional, damn it.
Yeah, I'm a travel expert, so I go out there pretty early as far as I can. But yeah, I travel at least once or twice a year. I don't know if it's worth me doing the global entry or the TSA
Yeah, it is.
pre-check
It's
and
worth it.
the what's the other one? Because I'm 100%, so I can if I really long the line is long, I can pull the handicap.
No, just go down and get it because if you think about it, cost wise, I'm not sure if they changed the price yet, but it's $100 for the global entry or even a TSA pre-check. Same thing.
In
I
clear.
just tell them that when you're making your ticket, they automatically put it on there. So
Yeah, if you have it already, they'll throw it on there.
So what's the difference between the TSA pre-check,
Mhm.
the clear, and then the global entry?
You do not want clear from a cost perspective. I tell everybody to stay clear of clear because one of the things about it is like if you look at the price point, it's $100 for every year you have clear,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that's $500 because it's good for like 5 years, I believe.
Yeah.
With TSA pre-check for 5 years, you only got to do a one-time payment of $100. So by the end of the time, it looked like you only spent like $20 per year that you have TSA or global entry.
Oh, I see.
The cost perspective doesn't matter to me. It just doesn't make sense. And so many people are signing up for clear, but I'm like, you're spending so much for it. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, because clear is everywhere. Everywhere I've been traveling. I went
Yeah,
to San
it's
Francisco.
there.
Clear, yeah,
but
yeah.
you paying premium pricing to get inside the same line as TSA pre-check. Like you're
Mhm.
right next to it. I mean, it's going through the same thing,
right.
but you're paying. Like I got through faster than people that were going through clear with global entry and TSA. Some people get both. I mean, if you travel a lot, some people do clear and TSA pre-check.
Yeah. Well, global entry is good for the international, and then
Mhm.
TSA pre-check is good for domestic. Or
Yep. And clear is actually international as well. It's just it's best to have the global entry.
yeah, it's free with some cards. Oh yeah, actually it
Yep.
is. Yep. So TSA is good 5 years, $100. Clear is both international and domestic, and you pay another $100 for that also. But that's $100 a year.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's expensive.
Yeah.
Global entry, we had to make an appointment, but you can make an appointment for global entry to only certain
Airline.
larger
Airports.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would for global entry. I would do that probably for the Philippines and Japan, or which I travel probably yearly.
And also, depending on your job, they actually will pay for your TSA pre-check
Yeah.
or
Well,
global
don't you?
entry.
Well, basically, it's even easier because you already have for those government employees have clearance.
Yep, you automatically get it.
You automatically get it. Yeah, yeah. So it won't take that long.
Mm.
Cool. Well,
saying. I know there's some places they'll actually pay for it. Some credit cards have to pay for it, and you just pay the fee on the credit card or something like that, and
Mm,
you're reimbursed sometimes too.
yeah.
Yep.
But the TSA pre-check is government. That's 5 years if you do it domestically, and then global entry. How much is global entry? Is the same thing? 5 years,
Yeah, same thing, same price.
same price.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, just get the global entry.
Yeah.
Like,
That's true. Okay. Well, good. All right. Let's see. D3, you ready? Got some questions for us?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Well, for those that know me, is like sometimes one of my mottos is I like to question the answers. That's just me because there's a lot of false information and stuff like that out there too. So one thing that I noticed, a little backstory on me is like during Christmas time, Christmas is the next quote unquote major holiday coming up, and I love my parents to death, but there were certain things that we were told that just weren't true. Santa Claus wasn't true because my dad was trying to come through the door with a bicycle until one of the cranks hit him in the shin, and I heard a whole bunch of curse words that night. So, so the question that I have is, what is one of the biggest myths that you've heard about either an upcoming holiday or a holiday throughout the year? I'm D3. I got questions.
Besides Santa Claus,
Yeah,
Tooth Fairy.
that's a good one.
yeah.
I always knew it was my parents because I'd be catching. I think I caught them a couple times putting money in my pillow.
They got their hand underneath.
Yeah, yeah.
They hand touch your hand.
It is. Sure it is. Touch my
Start slobbering.
teeth. Yeah. But here's a good question with that. I mean, so those are two main ones: is Santa Claus and Easter Bunny. But here's my question: what age do you remember? Like, oh man, Santa's not real.
Mm,
I don't
Good
really
question.
remember.
I had to be around like 8.
8 years old,
I would say, yeah, preteen, definitely preteen.
preteen.
Yeah.
I think I was like about same age, 8 years old, because then I saw my dad dressed up as Santa.
Mm.
Actually, I told you the story. My dad wasn't just Santa; he was Santa, Miss Claus. So he was wearing a lingerie and everything.
Oh,
Emotional, damn it.
That's when I knew that Santa was not real.
You got the jingle bells going. Okay.
Ah.
Yeah. I got a picture. I gotta show a picture of that.
I will need to see that.
Like, Daddy, what? Who are you supposed to be?
Do you like who you supposed to be?
Yeah, I got a picture. I gotta find it. I'll find it one day.
oh, God.
Yeah, my uncle was Santa because he had a full ass beard, and then my dad was Miss Santa Claus, but he was wearing lingerie. 80s was great. 80s was crazy, man. It was a red see-through lingerie.
Ooh.
My dad was $130, probably $120 at that time.
Mm.
That's when I knew there was no Santa Claus. Coach Anthony, what do you think? What's the biggest holiday beside those two that you like? Oh man, you lied to me.
I always thought about it, but then think of it like it's a lie or anything like that. But like Valentine's Day, or even Easter, because we had to research it for school. So it's like for Easter, it was like, oh, well, I guess while we celebrating this egg, and the whole research and the backstory about the egg, and then the etymology of the name of the term, and all that stuff like that. So that was actually interesting to learn as I was getting older. As far as like, why do we celebrate Easter?
Yeah. I don't see why bunnies have anything to do with it anyway.
What does the bunny have to do with it?
I've heard some theories
I
about
forgot. It's so long.
being about bunnies are the original reason for Easter was for it was to commemorate the goddess of fertility, and bunnies have babies quickly, and it's
That's right.
literally a rabbit hole that you can go down behind this. So all I can say is just question the answers, do your own research, don't just believe anything, just do your own research.
And bunnies do not lay eggs. Wait, No, they don't.
No,
No.
they're mammals. Mammals don't lay eggs.
I'm glad you're gonna answer her on this one too.
And, the Grinch should have been a Valentine. Yeah, he should.
Oh yeah, that would have been funny.
Yeah.
My theory is that all Christmas songs are horror films.
Huh?
All Christmas songs are horror films. Think about it. We wish you a Merry Christmas, right?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be holly jolly. But when you actually get into the context of the thing, it's like, give me some figgy pudding. I'm like, what if you're home and somebody knocking on your door asking you for pudding? You're like, no, you get out my step. Like, leave.
Kick rocks, kid.
Pudding. No, horror film. Okay. Horror film. Deck the halls. Horror film. Who halls you deck it? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Deck the halls up.
Punch somebody, huh?
Right. And then it was like they slow it down, chop and screw it like fa la 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 la. You know what I'm saying? Horror film. Yeah,
That's a good theory.
I'm saying they all are horror films.
I'm not totally surprised because a lot of folk lores are actually pretty dark, especially like Hansel and Gretel and Beauty and the Beast and Snow White, and it is Disney and wherever kind of like just made it more friendlier. So yeah, I can see a lot of these Christmas songs. Obviously, it's very commercialized. Started off like horror or really dark stories about it.
Definitely.
Yeah. Pagan holidays. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the holidays now are not about any religion now. It's more commercialized, how many eggs can we sell?
Yeah, it is. That's why they had so many sales and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
But
Now,
every holiday is becoming to a sale thing. Like I was like, how Juneteenth getting on the list? Like what?
Yeah.
Juneteenth sales?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
What are we selling? What are we selling?
Whatever. It's just going on sale. Like a sale price. Like why can't they just have a regular sale price day? Like, I don't know.
Well, it's like Hobby Lobby, everything's always 50% off.
Wow.
You ain't lying about that one.
Yeah. Give me a
Michaels.
Yeah. A black Cat Williams.
What was it? The Nutcracker?
The Nutcracker. Okay. All right. So yeah. Yeah, a lot of holidays are have pagan religious-ish beginnings, and some songs are a lot darker than they actually are, but it's the magic, bro. It's the magic of the holidays. Like Thanksgiving. No, it's about friends and family, not about pilgrims.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Go slaughtering people.
Yeah. All right, Coach Anthony, you ready?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Welcome, everybody. So the holidays are around the corner, and here are 5 signs that you need a budget. First off, my name is Anthony Weaver, host of the About That Water podcast. You can catch me live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursdays. But let's get to it. So the first thing is that you need a budget if you're making minimum payments on your credit cards. You got to get over that. Granted, you might be doing some type of system, but you're at least paying more than a minimum payment on one of those credit cards while you're trying to pay down the rest of them. Did you know that there are still about 35% of the people are still paying off last year's debt? That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So if you're in that problem, you need a budget. Number 2, if you barely making ends meet, Thanksgiving was around the corner, but you're trying to stretch that turkey out to next Thursday. It's time to rethink your budget here. If you're not saving for retirement, whether or not it's your 401k, your kids' 529 plans, I mean, did you even know that like half Americans don't even know what a 529 plan is? So, just for those who didn't know, it is a tax free or tax advantage account that you can actually donate for your kids to go to school. And if they do not go to school, the tax laws had just passed just last year is that you can roll over those 529s into Roth accounts so that you can actually cash that money out without paying capital gains tax, which is amazing. All right. Number three, well, actually, number four is that you just don't have a budget in place at all. You don't know where your money's going at. So it's time you need a budget. And lastly, is that you are tired of paying for emergency expenses and not have anything set up for your emergency fund. This is why a budget is very important. Some people hate the budget word, but you can call it a spending plan, whatever. You just need to tell the money where it needs to go. Just what I got to say. Thanks for having me on.
Man, I know I says all the time. A lot of the nation, everybody, they don't want to face that they're not making enough money. Pretty much.
I think we all making enough money. It's just that we are living way beyond our means.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Because if could you stay in the house longer with your parents while you doing what you're supposed to do with the budget and everybody have a nice money talk at the dinner table?
Yeah.
Before you move out, hey, are you getting an apartment? Do you trying to get a house, pay that whole house in cash?
Yeah.
Are you getting a condo? Are you buying a multi-unit where you can have you and your sibling in the next unit? Y'all just kind of pay the mortgage together. So y'all pay that house off before you move to the next one.
Yep.
So these conversations can happen. It's possible. It's just how your strategies that you're utilizing, are they working? And if they're not working, that's when people start asking for money.
Yeah.
Because their systems didn't work.
I think I hear a lot of people doing a lot of people are doing that now. Graduate from college, then they go back home, save up their money for next 4, 6, whatever years, and then put a down payment on for a house. Or like a lot of people doing, because the average home in California, $1 million plus. Like what? And so who has that? Who would qualify for $1 million plus if you're making under 100K, especially when you're starting out and all that? So a lot of people, a lot of friends or family are buying a house together, paying majority of that house, and then buying a new house, another house, and another house, and another house, another house, using that as equity, right? Or as a, I think so. That's the smartest way. But for someone, an average American, to be qualified for $1 million house, fuck, not that many of us.
No.
Even for us making 100K, and 100K in California is barely middle class, if that.
Yeah, no, that 100K don't stretch as long as it would in other places. Like,
Yeah, before it's like, oh, do you make six figures? Well, six figures,
Low
30 years,
figures.
20 years ago is nothing. Yeah, not the
that
same.
don't stretch.
Yeah, I think now is just to be middle class and have enough money to do whatever you want. Almost 200 plus.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, upper middle class.
By yourself or a combined income, it's got to be.
Yeah. Well, like I said, people. A lot of people, in the past 20 years, people just don't do one job. A lot of us here, we other hobbies turn into a hustle, or investing. So a lot of people not like our boomer parents, where they only had one job and that was enough.
Right.
Yeah.
And you imagine, what's the name? Was that what? He's a shoe salesman. Oh my God.
Al Bundy.
Yeah. Do you imagine he has that big of a house? Like, man, that got to be like $1 million plus house. He's a shoe salesman.
Split level.
Right.
Carlos like 100K after deductions ain't shit yet. Not.
Yeah.
And then if you think about it, like all these expenses that we put in, because you can, if you haven't already, you can also still pull your credit at freecreditreport.com. And then when you look at those expenses, when they will add up your monthly expenses, but they're looking at your minimum payments of the things that they're tracking, which is loans, credit cards, and other bills that you have. But they're not looking at like your Hulu subscriptions. They're not looking at your subscriptions.
Right.
Exactly.
So, or even your car insurance when that comes out, or your car, like they got your car monthly payments if you have those.
Yeah.
But they not talking about like how much you putting on your food on the table every day, like all these other things, pay for gas, like it's not in there.
Your pornhub.com, your, you know.
Are you sponsored by them?
Hymns, your hymns, Bluetooth subscription. But yeah, it's hard for a hustle out here, man. It's just, yeah. The people who have houses now were either in the military or making more than 100K a year, or they're living with their parents, or they're co-signed to get a house. It's getting nuts. It's getting crazy out here. So what can you do?
Yeah, you gotta keep some kind of way. You gotta keep reinventing yourself.
Yeah, like my 100,000 here ain't the same in Montana, or Idaho.
Totally different.
Yeah. Totally different. So that's what kind of irks me too. Is like, why can I live a nice life in Podunk, town, but here in San Diego, like that's not even surviving. That's why a lot of remote jobs. I mean, those who are get remote jobs, they can be in Montana and make that money, or they're being TJ, right? They're being TJ, getting that dollar money.
Yeah, they don't have to show up in the office at all.
Yeah. Oh well. Well, I know for a fact, and I have this in my mind every time I go buy a lottery ticket, Coach Anthony. If I win the lottery, I know exactly who to go to for my money.
About that wild.com got all the resources you need. Let me stop.
Exactly. Like, look, Coach Anthony, I got about $2 million. What I'm gonna do?
How did you butt?
The first thing I would say is don't tell nobody.
Nope. Go straight to a jackpot lawyer.
What's the one thing that if you did this, you made $1 million, you won the lottery? What's one thing?
Well, like if people, there would be signs.
Yeah, there'll be signs.
The sign would be is like I'll probably have a different studio location.
Yes, probably. If you see me traveling every week, I won the lottery.
I saw this one meme that had it said, I wouldn't tell you that I won the lottery, but you could tell, like they had a real thick cut piece of bologna on some bread. That bologna had 4 inches thick on bread.
That's how you know you made some money.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I done made it, bro. I could eat bologna, it's gonna choke me.
Yeah. I don't know. There's obviously you pay off your bills. Travel. It's mainly travel. If you see me traveling like every month, I hit the lottery. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
The first thing I would do is, of course, make sure this is a debt-free household. That's the first thing going. But I would still keep I wouldn't tell anybody, like we said, but I still keep my job for maybe another 3 to 4 months or so. And if they ask me why I'm leaving, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go out on my own, do my own business.
Yeah.
I wouldn't tell them what I was doing. I wouldn't tell them I'm just waiting on mailbox money. I definitely wouldn't say that. Wait for my check to come in. That's all. No. Yeah. Change the phone number. All that's changing.
Yeah, I'm not greedy, man. 3 million, 4 million. I'm good. Well, guys, December 1st, 2024, we're knocking it down. We probably have like 2 more shows before the holidays. Check out About That Wallet. Streaming every Thursday at 8
Sure.
p.m.
8 p.m. Eastern.
Yes, sir.
That's for my lives, and then I got my pre-recorded shows on Tuesdays, and then I just released world premiere last week actually is
World.
Loose Change, and that's where I'm combining 2 episodes based on one topic,
Mm.
and you all are part of that process. So just let me know what topic, and I'll pull the episodes.
That's what's up.
Cool. Well, thank you guys. Highway 54, we're cutting it short today. Thank you guys for coming out. Sundays are always our fun days here. You got D3 in the house, Coach
Sure.
Anthony from Bump That Wad, and my name is DJ Kid Mango. See you guys.
We hope you enjoyed the show today. Do us a favor and click on the like button or share our podcast. Thanks for listening. Till next time, we are Highway 54.